The 2001 £1 coin is a significant piece of modern British coinage that reflects the rich tradition of the United Kingdom's monetary history while standing as a part of the fourth series of £1 coins first introduced in 1983. The year 2000 coin, minted by the Royal Mint, belongs to the long-running series of round pound coins that were in circulation before the transition to the 12-sided bimetallic £1 coin introduced in 2017. The 2001 pound coin is particularly notable because it forms part of the series that celebrated the four constituent nations of the United Kingdom, with each year featuring different reverse designs representing England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, along with heraldic emblems and regional symbols. The design for the 2000 coin specifically honored Wales, and it features the red dragon of Cadwallader, a powerful heraldic symbol associated with Welsh identity and history, depicted in a striking and bold pose. The red dragon has been a symbol of Wales for centuries, with its origins rooted in ancient legends and historical emblems, and its adoption as a national symbol can be traced back to the Tudor dynasty and further to Arthurian legends where dragons represented power and guardianship. The obverse front of the coin features the well-known portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was introduced in 1998 and used until 2015 on most UK coins. This portrait is easily identifiable by the more mature depiction of the Queen, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and is accompanied by the inscription, Elizabeth II e.g. Reg. FD 2000, which is abbreviated Latin for, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The edge of the 2001 pound coin is milled and carries the edge inscription, Pledio Lwyfim Gwlad, which translates from Welsh to, Truam I to my country, further reinforcing the strong Welsh connection of this year's issue. The reverse design of the red dragon of Cadwallader was created by Lionel Leventhal and was first used on the 1995 £1 coin. It was brought back for the 2000 issue as part of the United Kingdom's program of rotating designs to represent the nations over the years. In terms of technical specifications, the 2001 pound coin was struck in nickel brass, consisting of 70% copper, 24.5% zinc, and 5.5% nickel, giving it a distinctive golden color that made it easily distinguishable from other denominations. It weighs 9.5 grams, has a diameter of 22.5 mm, and a thickness of 3.15 mm. These dimensions were standard for the round pound coins during their circulation from 1983 to 2016. The coin was struck for general circulation as well as in collector editions such as proof sets, brilliant uncirculated sets, and silver and gold versions for numismatists. Historically, the introduction of the £1 coin in 1983 was aimed at replacing the £1 banknote, which had become impractical for everyday use due to its short lifespan. By the year 2000, the £1 coin was well established as a key denomination in British currency, widely used across the country for everyday transactions, vending machines, parking meters, and retail. However, counterfeit activity was increasingly becoming a concern during this period, and by the mid-2000s, counterfeit £1 coins represented a significant percentage of those in circulation, which eventually led to the redesign of the coin in 2017 into its new 12-sided form. The 2001 pound coin, like others in the series, has both a monetary value, its face value of £1, and a numismatic value that depends on factors such as condition, rarity, and whether it comes from a special collector's edition. Circulated examples of the 2000 coin are generally common, and worth their face value, but uncirculated or proof specimens, especially those in original packaging or in silver and gold editions, can fetch higher prices among collectors. The mintage for circulation was in the tens of millions, ensuring widespread availability at the time, though exact mintage figures can vary slightly depending on the source. From a cultural and symbolic standpoint, the 2001 pound coin serves as a testament to the United Kingdom's tradition of representing its four nations on its currency, promoting a sense of unity while respecting regional identities. The red dragon, as the emblem of Wales, has deep historical roots. It is believed to have been carried by King Cadwallader in the 7th century and became a lasting emblem through medieval times, famously appearing on the Tudor royal standard under Henry VII. Its inclusion on the coin continues this legacy in a modern format, making each transaction a subtle reminder of the shared yet diverse heritage of the UK. Collectors today seek the 2001 pound coin for both historical and design reasons, and it remains an attractive piece in thematic collections focusing on British heraldry, the Four Nations series, or the coinage of Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. With the demonetization of the round pound coins in 2017, the 2000 issue is no longer legal tender, but it persists in private collections, coin albums, and historical studies of late 20th and early 21st century British currency. Its demonetization has also given it a nostalgic and collectible status, as people look back on the era of the round pound coins with interest. Furthermore, the coin reflects the Royal Mint's craftsmanship and the ongoing tradition of incorporating national symbols into everyday coinage. The intricate details of the Red Dragon design, with its fierce posture, detailed wings, and raised head, demonstrate the artistry achievable even on a small metal disc. The edge inscription adds another layer of cultural meaning, offering a phrase in the Welsh language, thus promoting linguistic heritage as well. For those interested in investing or collecting, the 2001 pound coin in proof or silver-proof condition can command prices higher than its face value, especially if kept in pristine condition. As part of the broader series, it fits into a narrative that spans over 3 decades of British monetary history, from the introduction of the round pound to its eventual replacement. Its relevance in numismatic circles also lies in the transitional period it represents. Issued just before the surge in counterfeit concerns and well before the decision to redesign the coin, it marks a steady period of circulation within the UK's economy. In summary, the 2001 pound coin is not only a means of exchange but a cultural artifact representing Welsh heritage, the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, and a key chapter in the history of British coinage. Its design, materials, and inscriptions make it an enduring symbol of its era, and its continued presence in collections ensures its story will be remembered for generations to come. The 1991 United Kingdom £1 coin is a significant and fascinating piece of British numismatic history, encapsulating both the evolving design elements of modern British coinage and the enduring heritage of the pound sterling. Introduced as part of the series of £1 coins that began in 1983 to replace the paper £1 note, the 1991 edition represents a particular phase in the coin's early evolution, bearing unique design features, metallurgical composition, and historical context that make it noteworthy among collectors and historians alike. This coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose effigy dominates the obverse side, and it embodies the monetary, political, and cultural elements of the early 1990s in the United Kingdom. The coin's obverse for 1991 features the third definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the sculptor Raphael Makhlouf, which had been introduced in 1985 and was used until 1997. In this portrait, the Queen is depicted wearing the George IV state diadem, a piece of royal regalia set with 1,333 diamonds, including 4 crosses pâté and 4 fleurs-de-lis, with a band of pearls around the base. Makhlouf's portrayal is known for its more regal and formal presentation compared to the earlier portraits by Arnold Machen, used from 1968 to 1984, and Mary Gillick 1953 to 1967. The inscription around the obverse reads, Elizabeth II DG. Reg. FD 1991, which stands for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The year of issue, 1991, is placed at the bottom, integrated into the legend. The reverse of the 1991 £1 coin features a design representing Wales, as part of the 4-year rotation that highlighted the 4 constituent nations of the United Kingdom: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The reverse design was created by the heraldic artist Christopher Ironside and depicts a heraldic leek encircled by a royal diadem. The leek is a traditional emblem of Wales, and the diadem reinforces its official, regal context. The edge inscription of this coin reads, Pledio Lwyf I'm Gwlad, which is Welsh for, True am I to my country, taken from the Welsh national anthem. This edge lettering is not just decorative but also serves as a security feature, making counterfeiting more difficult. The coin is round, 22.5 mm in diameter, 3.15 mm thick, and weighs 9.5 grams. It is composed of nickel brass, a copper 70%, zinc 5.5%, and nickel 24.5% alloy, giving it a golden color that is both visually distinctive and resistant to corrosion. The nickel-brass composition was chosen to provide durability and a recognizable tactile feel as the coin was intended for frequent use in circulation, replacing the more fragile paper notes that wore out quickly. The 1991 £1 coin is part of the second series of £1 coins, which began in 1988, each featuring a reverse design symbolizing one of the four nations and rotating annually. In 1988 the design represented the Royal Arms, in 1989 Scotland, Thistle and Crown, in 1990 Northern Ireland, Flax Plant, and in 1991 Wales, Leek and Diadem, continuing the theme of national pride and unity within the United Kingdom. The introduction of the £1 coin in the 1980s was a response to the increasing costs and impracticality of paper £1 notes, which had a much shorter lifespan in circulation. Coins, though more expensive to produce initially, last significantly longer, often decades, making them more economical over time. The 1991 coin thus represents part of this larger monetary reform that changed the everyday transactional landscape in Britain. In terms of mintage, the Royal Mint produced a substantial number of these coins for circulation, ensuring they became a common sight in wallets, purses, and tills throughout the United Kingdom. However, like many coins of this era, the number of coins surviving in good, uncirculated, or proof condition has diminished due to heavy use, withdrawal from circulation, and the eventual redesign and replacement of the £1 coin in 2017 with a new 12-sided bimetallic version featuring enhanced security features. The 1991 issue also had proof versions minted for collectors, often included in annual coin sets, which were struck with greater care, using polished dies and blanks to achieve a mirror-like finish. These proof coins carry a higher numismatic value than their circulated counterparts. From a historical perspective, the 1991 £1 coin was issued during a period of relative economic challenge in the UK, marked by the early 1990s recession, but it also reflects the era's move towards modernization in coinage and currency. It predates major events such as the signing of the Maastricht Treaty, 1992, and the gradual steps towards European integration that dominated British political discourse in the 1990s. It also belongs to the time before the widespread discussion of the euro, when the pound sterling still stood firmly as the national currency, a symbol of British independence and identity. Collectors today often seek out the 1991 £1 coin to complete their sets of the original round pound coins, especially those pursuing the full national series from 1983 to 2016. Its value varies depending on condition. Circulated examples are typically worth little over their face value, perhaps £1 to £2, but uncirculated or proof versions can fetch higher prices, often between £5 and £15, and in some cases more if part of an original proof set. The edge lettering, Pledio LWYF GWLAD, is also of particular interest to collectors due to its cultural resonance and unique linguistic feature, as it is one of the few UK coins to bear a non-English inscription prominently. The coin's overall design balance, the golden nickel brass tone, the Makloof effigy, the Welsh Leek, and the diadem, makes it an attractive piece that stands out among the British decimal series. Over time, the £1 coin became one of the most counterfeited coins in circulation, with an estimated 1 in 30 coins being fake by the mid-2010s. However, the 1991 issue predates the peak of this counterfeiting problem and is generally considered a legitimate and stable part of the series. With the demonetization of the round pound in October 2017, when the new 12-sided coin was introduced to improve security and combat counterfeiting, coins like the 1991 edition ceased to be legal tender, but they retained their value among collectors and remain a tangible reminder of over 3 decades of British currency history. Examining a 1991 £1 coin today offers insight into the design trends, metallurgical choices, and national symbolism of its time. It reflects the Royal Mint's ongoing effort to represent the United Kingdom's diverse nations while providing a durable, functional, and aesthetically pleasing coin for everyday use. The Makloof portrait, with its dignified profile of Queen Elizabeth II, contrasts with the later portrait by Ian Rank Broadley, introduced in 1998, which offered a more realistic depiction of the Queen, and with the even more recent Jodie Clark portrait 2015 onwards. Thus, the 1991 £1 coin serves as a historical snapshot of the late 20th century, a period when the United Kingdom was modernizing its currency, balancing tradition with progress, and continuing to express its unity and diversity through numismatic artistry. It also holds sentimental and nostalgic value for those who grew up using the round pound coins in daily transactions, vending machines, buses, trains, shops, and markets, a symbol of everyday commerce that has now been replaced yet remains firmly imprinted in the cultural memory of the British public. The coin's minting techniques in 1991 were consistent with the high standards of the Royal Mint, which has been striking coins for over a millennium, with computer-controlled presses ensuring consistent weight and diameter, while the distinctive reeded and inscribed edge provided both aesthetic appeal and counterfeit resistance. The storage and packaging for collector issues often included blue or green presentation packs, reflecting the Royal Mint's marketing strategy of the time to appeal to both seasoned numismatists and casual collectors. For those examining the coin under magnification, fine details such as the texturing of the leek, the polish of the diadem, and the precision of the Makloof initials, RDM, Raphael David Makloof below the Queen's neck provide further layers of artistic and technical appreciation. In numismatic catalogues, the 1991 £1 coin is often listed as KM-994 in the Krause-Mishler Standard Catalogue, and its continued presence in trade reflects its enduring if modest collectability. The cultural connection to Wales makes it a coin of regional pride, often found in Welsh-themed collections or used in educational settings to illustrate national symbols. Its demonetization in 2017 has only enhanced its role as a collectible rather than a circulating coin, and many people today keep them as souvenirs of an era that has passed, much like pre-decimal coins of the 1960s were kept after decimalization in 1971. Looking ahead, the 1991 £1 coin stands as a testament to the Royal Mint's role in shaping national identity through currency, its golden sheen a link between the old pound note and the modern, high-security bimetallic coin that now carries the denomination into the future.